Hi everyone, my name is Mrs Davis. I'm one of the science teachers at Shuttleworth, and I'm just going to run through with you the difference between the two options of GCSE science that we do here at Shuttleworth College. Everyone has to study science at school. It's a core subject. Okay, so everybody's going to study it, but you have the choice of whether to do the standard combined science, which is sometimes called double science because you get two GCSEs, or you can actually choose as one of your options the separate science course, which is sometimes called triple science, and that's because you get three GCSEs. Okay, so whichever course that you choose to take, you are going to study all three sciences. Okay, so biology, which is the study of living things, chemistry, the study of substances, chemical equations and reactions, and physics, which is the study of the physical world, so energy, forces, electricity, how things work. Each course is assessed at the end of year 11 in 6 written exams, so 2 biology exams, 2 chemistry exams, 2 physics exams, and throughout the course you'll take part in practicals and investigations. And even though these practical skills are not assessed, the actual knowledge and understanding of these skills and the methods and the equipment used will be assessed in those examinations at the end of year 11. And the units that will be covered is the same whichever course you choose to take, with the exception of P8, which is a physics unit, and that is space, which is only taught to the separate science students. But all of the units are taught, with some extra content being taught in separate science. So no matter which subject you choose to take, or no matter which science course you choose to take, that's not going to hinder your ability to go on and study science in further education at college and at university. We do say that if you are absolutely sure now that you know you want to do science A-levels or science qualifications after leaving Shuttleworth College, we would suggest for you to choose the triple science or the separate science course as one of your options, because that will be highly beneficial to you and it will give you a really good base in order to progress then to A-level sciences. However, if you do choose to do combined science and then in a year's time or so you decide that you want to do science at A-level, that is not going to hinder your ability to do that. Colleges do accept combined science for A-level science courses, so don't worry about that. Okay, achieving those A-levels at college would then allow you to gain access to scientific university courses as well, so that would be the next step then, if you so wished. Lots of careers in science. We've got some ones on the screen there, some more obvious ones like medicine, astronomy, nuclear physics, and then some more not as obvious ones, which are things like engineering. But really, whatever job you think of, the majority of them are going to have some sort of scientific background that is needed. So the difference then between the two sciences: separate science is an option, so you would choose it as one of your options in place of another subject. So you would actually get extra science. Okay, so you'd have 17 hours, around about 17 hours a fortnight, if you were doing separate science, whereas if you were studying combined science, it would be around 11 hours a fortnight. Okay, and if you don't choose separate science, you will automatically study combined science. Okay, so remember, separate science is one of your options, but if you choose something else and you don't wish to do separate science, you will automatically be put onto the combined science course. You'll get 2 GCSE grades in combined science, which is why it's sometimes called double science, and that's worked out from an average of the 6 exams. And then in separate science, you will get 3 grades in each science. So 1 grade for biology, 1 grade for chemistry, 1 grade for physics. The exams themselves, even though there's still 6 of them, they are different lengths depending on which course it is. So combined science, the 6 exams with an hour and 15 minutes long. out of 70 marks, and then separate science exams, 6 exams of 1 hour and 45 minutes, which is 100 marks. So longer papers, you'll be expected to be going for longer in those exams. More content that you'll learn in more depth in separate science, which those extra hours will be accounted for. You'll learn an extra unit in physics, which we just mentioned about space physics, but throughout all of the other units as well, there will be extra content or content in more depth and more detail. And what we do say is it is typically more challenging to do separate science than combined science. So please do make sure that you're up to this challenge of more hours of science per week before you choose it. Okay, so that table just summarises the 2 sciences. Okay, so combined science is not an option, so if you don't choose separate science, you will automatically be on combined science. The hours are different. Separate science, you've got more hours, but you've also got more GCSEs for separate science, 3 instead of 2. You'll be assessed across all 3 of the science disciplines, biology, chemistry and physics. You've got the same number of exams, but the exams are longer for separate sciences, and you can use the qualifications for both of these courses to give you that next step to access college courses in science. Okay, so if anybody has any questions, just ask any of your science teachers. Hopefully I've answered quite a few of the questions and queries that you have about science. Okay.